Hi, Gemini. Welcome. Gemini, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. My readings are timeless. That means when you find this, that's the time frame it's for you, all right? So, the first card out is the semi-sextile of allowing. This is encouraging you to see the potential and the growth and the development that is going on in your life or with this person. This is a very hopeful energy, so I really am digging this as your first card out. It talks about growth periods, but it also talks about rewards and being rewarded energetically from the universe for getting yourself into a better feeling space, Gemini. So some of you, this is about allowing yourself to feel good in the moment, to feel good with where you're at, regardless of what's going on with the other person. And you have the star. So Aquarian energy here for some of you. That could be in your chart or their chart, or it's just the influencing vibe. So two very hopeful energies showing up for you. This one talking about healing, wish fulfillment, and then the other one talking about seeing the potential and some sort of reward. So this is a great start to the reading. Let's see person Gemini is connecting with. They have the Two of Cups, which is the soulmate card. So, wow, it feels like to me that the energy feels really good right now. Some of you, because you're getting into this more allowing space or allowing state of mind, you are literally calling something into fruition that you've been wishing for. And it very well may be a soulmate or this partner, but it could also be some other area of your life that is getting some sort of blessing. So let's get into it and see. We're going to go into the recent past and see what led up to the now. Then we're going to look at your headspace and what you guys are thinking of each other, what you're feeling underneath it all, and then the next likely outcome. So let's get into it, Gemini. Recent past energy, what led up to the now for Gemini. You have the Seven of Pentacles here. Temperance. The Six of Pentacles. I want to say I've had a Billie Eilish song stuck in my head all this morning. It may resonate with you, it may not. But she says, "What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Why aren't you scared of me? Where do we go? What do you want from me? Why aren't you scared of me?" I think those might be the lyrics or something similar to that. If you know it, put it in the chat. But anyways. All right, so you have the Seven of Pentacles, Temperance, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. So some of you may have been nursing some serious wounds in the past that maybe took a little bit of time for you to kind of overcome or to get back into your good feeling self. But I feel like you have done the work. And one of the reasons why good things are coming through or coming to fruition for you right now, Gemini, is because you kind of kept yourself open, though, to receiving, to giving, to, it's like you went through something difficult, but you didn't let it make you harder, but you didn't let it make you stronger, you know what I mean? But it's like, because you were able to still keep like the ebb and flow going, maybe in other areas of your life or energetically, you are now calling in some sort of reward for whatever struggle or strife that you've went through. And, you know, a lot of people understand this concept. It's like after a rainy day comes a rainbow, right? And it's almost like in life, after we have something we're struggling with, once we let go of the struggle, then improvement comes, the rainbow, right? So now how long does it take for you to go from struggle to the rainbow? Well, that kind of depends on how long you allow yourself to stay in the struggle with your thoughts, with your focus. And that's kind of your own free will choice. A lot of people don't see it that way, but it really is your choice. and I don't know why I'm going into this. Some of you do have a little bit of a struggle that it's all right to let go of, or that you may be healing during this time frame. And the way that you let go of a struggle is to simply shift your focus to some other area of your life that is struggle free right now, and give time and space to that situation until it's no longer active in your vibration. But I do feel like a lot of you have been patient with yourself, and you've invested some time, kind of gotten yourself back together, so to speak, and things starting to flow, even though there is something that would seem painful here. So let's go into the person you're connecting with, their recent past, what led up to the now, to the person you're connecting with. For Gemini, you have the card of Judgment. The Ten of Pentacles. The High Priestess. And the King of Wands. So whoever you were connecting with, Gemini, this person has also kind of needed to release some things that was holding them down. I feel like right now they're more so focused on their foundation, their family, what makes them feel secure, and trying to follow their intuition when it comes to what inspires them, what brings them passion. I feel like this person is in this space where they're feeling confident and they're feeling secure and feeling connected, and also kind of going into receiving mode or allowing mode. So excuse me, it's kind of like both of you have done the work, and both of you kind of coming to this more stable place, and they give me the word realization of what's most important to you. But you're realizing what's most important to you because of your stability, right? Because when we're unstable, it's very confusing energy, right? And it's hard for us to point ourselves in the right direction. But once you gain that balance, once you gain that stability, it's like, oh, okay, I know exactly what to do next. I know exactly, where I want to go. And I feel like both you and this person that you're connecting with are kind of coming into that space as we go into the now energy. So let's look at how you see each other. But keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder. So it may be your truth, but it may not be how they see it. You have the Sun card. How do they see this person? The Wheel. The Hierophant. And the Six of Cups. So for some of you feel like this person is, been divinely guided into your life, right? And this could actually be someone that you've known since childhood, or that you have some sort of past history with. If nothing else, even if they're a new person, there's something very familiar about this person, or something that you both have in common from childhood, right? And the parental structure in particular. But I feel like you're in the space of like connecting with your happiness again, and kind of feeling in that space of being more fortunate, and therefore fortune favoring you. And it's like getting grounded, getting stable again. A lot of you may be heavily relying on your belief structures right now, or your spirituality, Gemini, to help guide you, which is always a good idea in my book, because I definitely believe in that, obviously. But it's like, it just feels like you're being guided. That's kind of the message that I got. Like, you may have felt lost in the past, but now it feels like you've been found, or like you've been guided. There might be this opening in the energy where you catch a glimpse of how you were guided the whole way through. I had one of those moments. It was actually in my attic, which if you don't follow me on Facebook, I have a little space in my attic. I call it the bitch cave, that I reserved for myself, and because I have a finished attic. But anyways, I was sitting there and I just had a flash of my younger self. And then as I got the flash of my younger self, it started flipping through different chapters of my life, from 7, 14, 21, 28, and I don't know what brought it on, but it did. And it brought me to tears, because it I guess it was a reminder to me that I've been watched, I've been cared for, I've been guided each step of the way, that even though the people and places changed around me, that there was one constant, and that was me, but also my higher self. It was some sort of reassurance I received from Spirit, and it was a beautiful moment. So you may actually have an epiphany like that or a dream like that, Gemini, or maybe just simply hearing it from me will cause you to open yourself up to seeing yourself at all different stages of your life. Imagine, you know, when I was maybe in my early 20s, I didn't know if I was going to be all right. I was a single mom, and I lost somebody, my boyfriend at the time, really in a tragic accident. And I really remember sitting on the hood of my car and crying and thinking, like, is this it for me? Like, is this all that life is? And then, you know, fast forward, now I'm in my late 30s. And when I saw my younger self, I wanted to say, yes, there's so much more. Don't give up. Don't give up. Like, this will be all right. And I'm glad that I didn't. But I actually had more love and empathy for my old self than I did have for myself in the moment, because now I know it will be fine, you know. And so it's, I don't know why I'm saying this to you, Gemini, but it's like, give some acknowledgement to your younger self that once worried if you would ever be where you are now, and acknowledge that you are where you are now because of your younger self. And also, if you're struggling currently, then remind yourself that your future self will look back on you in this now moment and reassure you that it will be all right, because it will be all right. And that's what your higher self is doing to you all the time. Your higher self is always saying, this is all right, this is okay, this is going to change, you'll be all right. You know, it's just whether or not you can allow yourself to feel that reassurance. Sorry, I didn't mean to go sideways with it, but that's the message that came through, and I just say what I feel. All right. So anyways, person you're connecting with, Justice, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So person you're connecting with, they're in the space of working on themselves, working on their own balance, working on their own sense of self-worth, feeling more in control of who they are, feeling more in control of their life. This person also feels divinely guided, all right? Or maybe they're also getting a glimpse at their own divinity, okay? I feel like this person is in the space of wanting to call the shots as well, you know? You know, it's like one of those things where they've done a lot of work on themselves, so now they are in this secure place where they want to be, I guess, the alpha, maybe, or they have like an alpha energy to them right now. So let's see what's going on in the heart space and what you need to know about that, Gemini, in the heart space. The World, Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So Gemini, you come full circle here, and now it's your time to have satisfaction, right? I feel like there's something really satisfying coming in, and it's because of the work that you've done on yourself. There could be a deeper level of commitment coming in, or a deeper level of commitment to feeling good. Let's say that. Spirit's really guiding you to prioritize your own happiness right now, and to allow yourself to feel good long enough that you're stable. There is this desire for movement, for action. There's just ample opportunity around you, Gemini, right now. And it's up to you on whether or not you're going to cash in your chips. But I feel like right now the energy seems to be really ripe to give you what you want, and you have a wish fulfillment here. So let's see what's going on in this person's heart space. Death and rebirth. Three of Pentacles. Cups, Nine of Swords, the Hermit, and the Hangman. So, Gemini, this person is going through some deep internal transformations and changes. And there's all these cards about like working on it or working on themselves, or maybe they're spending a lot of time at work. Take it as it resonates. But I feel like there's that Six of Cups again. So there's that sense of familiarity here with this person. They may have worried a lot about whether or not that maybe they were in the place of worrying a lot whether or not things would be all right, but they are getting some enlightenment here. They're getting some sort of new perspective that's helping them to kind of come out of this dark space and to make some corrections, okay, in their life, make some changes in their life. This person's thought a lot about their past and like how they contributed to their own success, but also their own failures. Like, I feel like this person has done some sort of deep self-reflection, and maybe that's why I felt the need to bring up, like, you know, looking at your prior self or your old self, because you do learn a lot about self if you do that. But now they're at the precipice of change, of things really starting to go towards their favor, and it's because they've done the internal work. But I also feel that you have, so I feel that you're an energetic match to this person. It's almost like, I want to say that you both had like a similar experience, okay, whether it was connected with each other or, like I said, in childhood or in a prior relationship. But both of you now coming to this space of being ready for one another. So let's see what the most likely outcome is. King of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Don't go backwards, Gemini. Don't allow yourself to be dragged backwards. Some of you, it's like you're starting to make progression, and I do believe there's some retrogrades, or at least one going on, and then it wants to pull you back. Don't allow yourself to be pulled back into old wounds or to go towards old people, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of heavy emotions showing up, and it's almost like a new opportunity is going to be presented to you, but some of you are holding on so tightly to the past or to what you had in the past that you may, I don't want to say miss out, because the universe will continue to present you an opportunity over and over and over and over again until you get it, until you accept it. But you may stagnate yourself. You may slow it down by holding on to just old stuff, you know, old feelings of being alone or being abandoned, and then getting into your head and worrying. And, you know, it's a product of what happens when we don't let go of our story. Like, you want to understand your life story, but you don't want to become your story. It's like the more fluid you can be in the here and now, without making constant comparisons to the past, the more in alignment you can be. You know what I mean? It's like people who tell stories of their victimhood. But whatever you speak about and think about, you keep active in your vibration. So even though they're talking about something they overcame, just simply revisiting it in their mind or with their words re-invites that energy of victimhood into their current experience. And that's how people perpetuate cycles and repeat them over and over again, because they know not what they do. They don't know that every time they retell that terrible story, they re-invite it into their current experience. And they keep telling it and they keep telling it, because they don't understand words and thoughts become vibrations, and vibrations become manifestations. So it's like, stop retelling old stories. Stop it. It got you to where you are now, And there's a reason for that. But now you have a chance in this moment, in this now moment, to tell a different story. And the story you're telling has nothing to do with what's behind you and everything to do with what's coming towards you. Gemini, they want you to retell your story. So let's see this person's most likely future outcome. I might title this Retelling the Story. All right. 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords. Holy cow. What's happening to the both of you? Both of you are going on a back hill slide. What's going on here? No, I can't take those. So 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups. 5 of Swords. What the heck? Give me one more. What's this about? Yeah, so I feel like this person is ebbing and flowing with you, right? So like you kind of dip down in the energy, and so does this person. Then they get confused and things aren't what it seems, and they're trying to look to their future, but everything looks hopeless. And then they get all in their head, and they're needing to learn from this experience. So are you, Gemini. Both of you needing to learn, one, the power of your mind, and that your mind creates your future reality. But also that it's all perspective, right? Because see, now when this person was feeling connected and feeling confident and knowing their worth, they were seeing possibilities and opportunities. Then when they dip down into their shadow or their lower energy, now all they're thinking about is losses and hopelessness. Same person, same situation, same environment, but 2 very different perspectives. And which perspective serves this person? The one that feels the best, the higher perspective, right? So it's almost like they're being encouraged through this experience to learn that when it feels bad, then that's not a perspective or a belief worth holding. That's not a thought worth continuing to think. No matter how real or valid it seems or how justified you are in it, it doesn't serve you. So, we're all kind of here learning how to manage not the world outside of us, but the world within us. And the better you become at managing the world within you, the more enjoyable your life is and the more stable things are. And both of you are in the space of learning how to stabilize your internal world, your emotional world. And you're learning it in tandem, whether you're separated or together, it matters not. You're energetically tied because this is a soulmate to you. And both of you being encouraged to surrender the past, to honor and know and remind yourself of where you've been and where you are, but to also surrender the story. And it's time to retell a new story. And in this story, you get what you want because you deserve it. So let's see what the guidance is for you and this person. And that's, okay, so the song was, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? Why aren't you scared of me? Where do you go? The reason that they're not scared of you is because they understand you. I don't know if that's a question someone has in mind. Anyways, you have the card of vulnerability. They have the card of support. Your card says this is confirmation that you're seeking, that you're about to tread into unknown, unfamiliar territory where your decisions are going to need to be based on intuition rather than rationality. Do not let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. This person has support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more. Others remain beside you through your entire life. So this person is needing to rely more on support or being more supportive, and you're being encouraged to be just a little bit more vulnerable. Gemini. Wow, very interesting reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs that you could be connecting with or having your own birth chart. I have Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius. Those are the primary signs that I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there as well. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media. All of it linked in the description box, as well as the chat, as well as the About section, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, wishing you the very, very best, Gemini. And until next time, my friends, namaste.